All right, Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. As you can see here in the title of the article, it says, "Time for KKK to ride again. Alabama paper calls for return of the Klan to fight DC and Texas." All right, and what's interesting about this is of all people to call, you call the KKK. Well, let's read the article. It says, an Alabama newspaper editor has called on the Ku Klux Klan to ride back into town to fight Texas, or Slackett, to fight Texas and hang. Wow, to fight taxes and hang socialist communists using hemp ropes. Goodloe Sutton, the publisher of the Democrat Reporter newspaper in Linden, Alabama, called on the notorious white supremacist group to dust off their white hoods and night ride again because Democrats in the Republican Party and Democrats are plotting to raise taxes in Alabama. It says the publisher and owner of the newspaper slammed Democrats in the column published last week, warning this socialist communist ideology sounds good to the ignorant but the uneducated. Slakia sounds good to the ignorant, the uneducated, and the simple-minded people. Seems like the Klan would be welcome to raid the gated communities up there, he wrote. When Sutton was asked about his editorial, he doubled down, telling the Montgomery Advertiser, if we could get the Klan to go up there and clean out DC, we'd all be better off. He says, we'll get the hemp ropes out, loop them over a tall limb, and hang all of them. He added, before clarifying he was not calling for the lynching of Americans. These are socialist communists we're talking about, he said. It says, when asked if he believes the Klan was a violent organization, here's the interesting part. He said, well, they didn't kill but a few people. All right, they didn't kill but a few people. The Klan wasn't violent until they needed to. All right, or until they needed to be. Okay, so when they were murdering and hanging and lynching Israelites, all right, Negroes all right, in the not too far past, okay, that was only when they needed to be, right? You know, when they had their direct their main targets were so-called blacks, all right, and nah, it wasn't a few of them that they killed, man, it was a lot. Okay, so him he's out here because ultimately at the end of the day, man, it shows you the hatred, man. Okay, the calling on the KKK, they have a history. All right, they have a history. The KKK are known, all right, for primarily really lynching blacks. Okay, but you're gonna call of all you can't find nobody else. You're gonna of all people you're gonna call the KKK. And then on top of that, he says they didn't kill but a few. He says, incredibly and tragically, this is a true story. We continue to spiral downward into our broken past on race. Honest conversations, or we won't hold together. It's urgent. In this case, the press really is the enemy of the people. It says Linden is a town with a population of just 1,936. Although the Democrat Reporter newspaper circulation is only 3,000, Sutton's comments spread across the social media where they inspired outrage and disgust. Yeah, it says here a question: why can Goodloe Sutton summon the KKK to go to DC and clean house and not be arrested? Sutton said, "We'll get the hemp ropes out, loop them over a tall limb, and hang all of them. Isn't that criminal? Inciting people to cause bodily harm with intent to kill?" Um, so I just finished it off. It says the Ku Klux Klan were a white supremacist group whose members waged an underground campaign of intimidation and violence against black people. See, and those who supported giving equal rights to black Americans, their violence extended to bombing black schools and lynching people, which often included dismemberment before hanging victims. At least 4,000 were lynched between 1877 and 1950, which more than likely is more than that. Okay, but this is what they were known for. And knowing that, you still gonna call on them to what, come and lynch people or in DC because they're gonna increase taxes, you know? But hey, it shows you, man, and more these devils, man, they're not hiding their hatred. Okay, these Edomites have that hatred for you Israelites. Okay, and they've shown it from time and time and again, man. Just because they've color coded the modern day redlining, look that up. All right, and all of these things doesn't mean, hey, man, just because you live in a neighborhood, okay, that's diverse, all right, doesn't mean that that's how it is everywhere, man. Go upstate, go to them white neighborhoods and see how they treat you and look at you. Okay, these devils, man, they have nothing but hate for us. Okay, but hey, man, this is well, this is America. All right, so with that, I hope it was edifying to the elect. All right, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai and Shalom.